The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second and 8 coming up. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tommy Tremble, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Tannehill now to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, it's Tannehill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They begin with Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Fields.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw is Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Greg Newsome, a first-round pick back in April, there to make the tackle. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. This will go to Henry out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a first down throw, Fields. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again is Fields. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken from about the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down, here's Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw. That's caught by Howard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll run with Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a throw here, hauled in. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They snap it to Fields. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
At the 26-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor. A 12-yard gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Bengals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cornelder. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Tannehill.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Tannehill.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Fields throwing again.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Here's Fields.
Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got Mooney. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
Complete to Mooney on the slant.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One last throw here for Tannehill.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,